prayers are on tomorrow. And I believe and I pray that nothing evil comes up tomorrow. Yes, for the homestead here now, and I'm sure the women, they will be crying out loud here. Cooking gas nears 2,000 naira per kg ahead of Salah celebrations. 2,000 naira per kg. Yes, I don't know how this has come up. It was around 1,500 naira just 2 days ago. 2 days ago. I don't go to the market, but I seek opinions of people. Now, it is nearing 2,000 naira per kg. JAMB fixes June 13 for 2026 UTME mop-up, and NCAA suspends no pay, no service airline enforcement order. And now, Oyo attack Makinde PDP camp. NBA demand security overall. Yes, I don't know what is really happening in this situation now. These small kids are still there in that bush. Small kids between the ages of 2 and 4. And we haven't had anything positive. Well, don't let me talk about that too much, because it is disheartening that nothing is being done. Nothing has been had. Some things may have been, being done, but nothing is being heard. Bandits abduct Kwara monarch's wives. Children attack police station. Yes, bandits, they abducted a Kwara monarch's wives. Yes, then children. Yes, wives and children. Then they attacked a police station. Yes, that is coming from the Punch, and that is coming from Kwara State. That is barely, I think, 3 days ago, when some people were attacked in a church, and 3 were killed and 15 were abducted. So another one happened again here. So Tola, you came in with more stories.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes, more stories there.
Well, just in time, remember.
Yes.
And okay, this one says INEC appeals election guidelines judgment, 6th day of execution. Oh, I guess they should. I guess they should be doing that, because any implementation of that judgment would disrupt so many things ahead of the polls. And Nigeria's GDP growth rate slows to 3.89%. That's come from the National Bureau of Statistics.
Yes, I was just talking about the insecurity issue. Talking about the holidays now. The federal government declared an holiday, deployed security to amid terror alert. There is an alert now. And then, following the attack, or your attack, Makinde PDP camp, and they demand security overhaul. What I am now saying, yes, is that we haven't had anything positive about those kidnapped in Oluyole local government area.
Well, they said that the state government, the bandits, the terrorists, opened up channels of communications 2 days ago.
Yes.
And we want to believe that is still ongoing. Maybe negotiations are still ongoing. They'll continue to keep this under wraps. So that is a standard procedure
yes.
In matters such as this. So they will be keeping it under wraps. The governor, they have insisted on speaking to the governor himself directly, but I don't think that is going to happen. His representatives will be the ones that will be talking to them. But then we all feel very concerned. While we want to commend the authorities for all they've been doing thus far, we all feel very concerned, especially for the safety of those children, the children among them, out there in the bush, in the cold, in the sun, rain, talk about insects, talk about mosquitoes. some of those children must have fallen ill. Well, I don't know, or maybe there are also channels by which they'll be getting medicines across to them, and of course they have to eat. Like I said before, even before we got to this level, I was questioning that, asking certain questions that some people will be responsible for the feeding of those children. But if indeed as the last we heard was that the bandits had been cornered in one place, if that is still true, then maybe there are channels by which the government is allowing food to get to the hostages, and the terrorists are also cooperating in this regard. They need to keep them alive at least, if they want the ransom. The hostages are no use to them dead. So I guess they also will be doing everything to make sure that they keep them alive and well. But it cannot be like when they are in their homes, Bimbo. And we're discussing this in the newsroom yesterday, and some of the females, the women amongst us, were also expressing concern about those teenage girls that are said to be among them, and the women that when their monthly period comes calling, that what are they going to do? And they cannot have their bath, they cannot do anything. So we are all concerned about this, and I know the government is also very concerned. Well, let's continue to wait, to watch, and let's continue to pray that like I always say, that they will return to us safely soonest.
Yes. And now, like I read before you give your own contribution there, so talking about bandits, about 3 days ago, I think there was a vigil in a town in the Kwara State where some people were killed, some worshippers were killed, 3 were killed and 15 abducted. Now, another one here, bandits, they abducted Kwara monarchs' wives, children, and attacked a police station.
And they burnt down the Emir's palace.
Emir's palace.
What audacity, Bimbo. And my question again is that that couldn't have been done in 5 minutes. That couldn't have been done in 10 minutes. That couldn't have done in 30 minutes.
It will take about 1 hour, 2 hours
to achieve all what they did, and they did all that successfully. Where were the security agencies? Where was the police? Where was the army?
At least there must have been a security post in the palace, inside that palace. And
at least, let's assume the security post is not enough to curtail whatever happened yesterday. But then Kwara has become one of the troubled states as we speak. And that particular community, I'm very sure, is located around one of the hot zones, the red zones, one of the troubled axes. So definitely that place must be policed.
Shikira, the place where the church that was attacked was located.
So of course, even if it wasn't on the troubled list before, the fact that the church was attacked very recently there, that means it's enough for it to have a presence of security agents. And so I'm beginning to wonder, well, the police were able to foil an attempt to overrun this station, but they weren't able to stop the palace from being burnt down. They weren't able to stop the evil ones from abducting the emir's wives and children. The Kwara State Police Commander has confirmed an attack on Yashkira village in Baruten local government area of Kwara State by suspected bandits in the early hours of Monday. The State Police Public Relations Officer PPRO Tom Ejire Adeyemi on Monday said the criminals operating in a coordinated and desperate assault at about 2 a.m. simultaneously attacked the Yashkira Police Divisional Headquarters at the palace of the Emir of Yashkira. The commander added that part of the palace was set ablaze during the attack while 10 people were abducted. It said the attack on the police station was repelled by police operatives on duty.
And residents said the attackers overpowered the local security operatives stationed around the palace, like I mentioned, and forced their way into the inner sections of the royal residence where members of the emir's household were seized. That means there was not the presence of any police personnel there. It was only the local vigilantes, local a resident who spoke to Punch on condition of anonymity described the chaos that followed the invasion. Yes, and he said well, let me just quote him here. I just finished communicating with my father right now. In his report, he said 3 of the wives of the emir and 4 children were abducted, including some residents of the community. People were running in different directions because of the sporadic gunshots. Some sustained injuries while escaping, but we cannot confirm the exact number for now, the resident said.
And I'm worried, Bimbo. I know why I'm worried, aside the facts of the matter that bandits are striking Kwara over and over again. Kwara is just next door. Kwara has become troubled in terms of insecurity as we speak. So it's just next door. God forbid that this should happen to us, Bimbo. I mean, talking about here in Oyo State and the rest of the southwest, that the southwest itself does not become a troubled region like the northeast. And like I said, Kwara is just next door to us. And we are still facing the saga of the Orire abductees, of the Orire hostages. And when this is over, well, I so much wish I could confidently say that never again. But then it doesn't look like it's not going to happen again. Remember, I'm just feeling very concerned and sad about the whole thing this morning. Meanwhile, Chief Sunday Adeyemo, popular Yoruba Nation activist, aka Sunday Igboho, has been talking, and he says, "I'm still awaiting federal government's approval to dislodge criminals from Southwest Forest."
Tola, we were arguing about this with some of my guys yesterday evening. Federal government approval for what? Is it? Does he want to carry arms and go and dislodge them, or what? Or is he going to use Otumokbo?
Whatever he's going to use, but let's assume for a second that he has that capability. Now, as for him waiting for approval from the federal government, you wouldn't want to blame him, but you know what he went through the last time. You know what his eyes saw. The last time when he tried. And he wasn't even attacking anybody. He was only making noise that time about the need for the emancipation of the Yoruba race from these evil elements that are troubling every other race. So that was what he did at that time, and he kind of took the fight in the subtle way to the enclaves of these evil ones within the southwest. He didn't launch any direct physical attack, but what did he get for that, Bimbo? They raided his home and almost killed him, and it was only Providence that saved him. And like we always saw this platform, there was this pussycat that they saw. They thought it was Mr. Igboho that turned him into the pussycat.
They arrested the
pussycat. The pussycat was arrested. We don't know what became of the pussycat. Maybe they killed it. Poor thing.
But what I'm saying is, okay, if somebody wanted to use Otumokbo or wanted to use the black magic and all those things, sorcery, it doesn't need
native science.
Yes, it doesn't need any federal government's approval. Maybe one can fake and can surf in just sleep off.
It might also need to go there to invoke those things and just imagine that, okay, assuming that he goes visiting the ancestors, the spirits of the ancestors, and the request that they, for example, like we see in some of these movies, that they send, the ancestors should send bees to go and deal with the attackers. Now, these are people that we assume are being sponsored by top government officials in high places, so they'll do some digging to know who sent the bees. And they might probably want to go after Mr. Igboho, so that, okay, you are the one that sent bees to go and attack our people. Okay, we are also going to deal with you, either formally or informally. So, well, of course, this could be why Mr. Igboho wants the support of the federal government, so that they can be on hand to protect him. If anything, just me thinking aloud here, just my thoughts here. Right, let's have this quick commercial break, and we'll be back to talk more about Mr. Sunday Igboho and the bandits.
All across Nigeria, one truth prevails: football is not just played on the pitch. Arguments fly, tensions shift like defenders on the pitch. And when the ball finally enters the net, that is the 12-player full attack mode. 11 players play on the pitch, but we, the fans, play from anywhere. With Betano, fans don't just watch the match, we influence the game. Register now and join the 12th player. Betano, not for persons under the age of 18. Bet responsibly.
we're back at the still conversation, and it's good to know you are still there. Let's read some excerpt from Mr. Igbo's statements. It says Yoruba Nation activist Chief Sunday Adeyemo, popularly known as Sunday Igbo, on Monday said he is still awaiting the federal government's approval for the takeoff of a security outfit, OLUYOLE security network, as part of moves to dislodge criminal elements from southwest forests. So you begin to have an idea what he's talking about now. He wants a security network that will be run by him. Igbo also expressed his readiness to comply with the executive order recently issued by the Oyo State government under the leadership of Governor Seyi Makinde to regulate the activities of private security firms in the state. So he has to, even if it's going to do, even if this is going to be, it has to be in compliance with the regulations put in place by the governor. Now, in a statement forwarded to newsmen, Igbo stated that all necessary documents and procedural requirements needed for the approval of the security network has been submitted to the government, lauded President Bola Tinubu for his resolve and commitment to the gig security architecture in the southwest and Nigeria generally. He said, we have submitted all the required documents for our registered security firm, OLUYOLE Security Network, and only waiting for the federal government's approval, which, well, is confident. He says that will be granted soon. And is ready to cooperate with the police, DSS, Army, Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps, and other relevant stakeholders in the sector to flush out terrorists, kidnappers, bandits, and other criminals threatening the peace and safety of our people, most especially in rural communities. Now, but if we can have a private security outfit to protect pipelines in the Niger Delta, Tantita, that's what they called it.
And it was a former Niger Delta warlord,
a former criminal. So if we can have that, so I don't see any reason why if Mr. Sunday Igbo is requesting for this, I see no reason. If indeed he has gone through all the necessary procedure and is not breaking the law in any way, and is ready to comply with every regulation that pertains to this,
and is not a criminal,
so I see no reason why this should not be a good to go.
Well, Tola, still talking security here. Eid al-Kabir is tomorrow. Well, the DHQ has raised alarm over possible security breach in the northeast.
Yeah, indeed, they will want to spoil the event for thousands of people. That has always been their stock in trade. Anytime we have special events, and they don't care whether it's Muslim or Christian.
Yes.
They just want to
any national event.
They want to make their presence felt, their evil presence felt, and they want to make a statement, a senseless statement.
Yes, ahead of the Eid al-Kabir celebrations tomorrow, the military high command has raised the alarm over possible isolated attempts by remnants Boko Haram terrorists and Islamic State West Africa province SWAP elements to carry out attacks against civilian targets using suicide bombers and improvised explosive devices, particularly in areas of high population concentration. That is where my worry is. Suicide bomb, those that will strap
suicide bombing.
Yes, and mingle with people inside markets. They will just target where people are many, maybe inside one market or inside one mall, or, you understand.
Or at Doba celebrations.
Yes. I don't know how that one can be curbed. Even the IEDs, they will be placed in some places hidden. No one will know. No security officer can even know, except they have these gadgets that they use to detect that something mysterious, something terrible, something dangerous is planted somewhere here.
Well, Bimbo, if we have the political will, our security agencies can be empowered in collaboration with the local communities, local intelligence gathering. That is what can be done to nip this kind of thing in the bud. And why do I say this? Yes, of course, we're not as advanced as a country like the United States of America. But then, if it were totally impossible to prevent this kind of thing, the Americans, I dare say, they have the nation with the highest number of enemies all over the world. Yes. So of course, if it were impossible to curtail this kind of thing, every day IEDs will be going off in every major city in the United States. So how have they been able to do it? That despite the vast number of enemies that they have all over the world, and citizens of that country, of those countries that hate them so much, are also living in the United States. And of course, they've not hidden their disdain for the American system. And so, of course, if it were to be that it were impossible to actually stop suicide attacks and all that, those attacks will be happening every day in the United States. So, of course, like I said, I do acknowledge that we are not as advanced as they are, but then it also boils down to political will on our part, and the will to do the right thing, to do the needful. Yes, it can be curtailed. Of course, the DSS. How did DSS get this charter? That they call it charter when you get this kind of information. DHQ. So, of course, there is a way they became aware that this may likely happen during the Media Capital celebration. So they should also have a way of preventing it from happening. But of course, those that are always the clogs in the wheel of progress, those who are benefiting from this things, from these nefarious activities.
They must have gotten the information somewhere, intelligence gathering, like we always say. Like I remember at the time, during the before his celebration, I think it was during President Goodluck Jonathan's administration, I think during when a signal was sent from the United States that there is a possibility that a bombing will occur on that day, October 1. And well, we didn't take it serious. We did not take it serious, and it occurred. Yes, it occurred. But I think this is a kind of I think good one from the defense headquarters, and I believe proactive measures should be taken, trying to prevent this kind of issue from coming up. And this is not the time to say that we are not enough to man all places of worship, all schools and all that.
You don't have to man anything. Community policing is what we are talking about here.
Yes,
it could be informal. It doesn't have to be when you fully launch community police or anything. Involve the local communities, involve the local people.
Anything that they see, that they sense, any negative things, any strange. Yes, let me say strange.
And then we also have to bridge the trust deficit gap. The people, local communities, the people in those communities also have to know that they will be protected when they give information. It's not I give information today and the next thing bandits invade my home. Or you are the one that sold us out to the authorities.
And let me make it clear here: it is not only in the Northeast. It is all over Nigeria. Everywhere in Nigeria, anybody that sees anything, that notices anything strange, report to the security agencies. Yes, anything strange, report to the security agencies, so that we will not experience what happened lately in Oluyole local government area of Ogbomoso in Oyo State.
We are still talking about the Oluyole hostage situation. Now, the family of the late former governor of Oyo State, Adebayo Alawakala, they've announced an indefinite postponement of posthumous birthday celebrations and planned unveiling of the Alawakala Transformation Movement ATM. Well, that's the family showing some sensitivity here. And a statement, came a simple statement from Chief Mrs. Oluwakemi Alawakala, one of the widows of the late former governor. She said that a man who loved his people cannot celebrate when his people weep. That's according to the statement. Amotekun arrests 90 suspects, uncovers fake lunatics linked to crimes in Ondo. People pretending to be lunatics but are actually criminals. But sometimes I think more deeper level of profiling should be done when it comes to this, because sometimes you could have people who are destitute, and you would assume that they are pretending to be lunatics.
Yes,
they look like lunatics. That's why they are destitute. They are normal people, but then they are homeless and all that. Now we have them all over the world,
all over the place. Yes,
all over the place. So sometimes when you now, so the fact that you find out that a particular person who looks like a mad person or a lunatic is not a lunatic, that doesn't mean that he or she has criminal intent. It could just be a destitute.
Yes, at least I had the opportunity of interacting with about 3 of them along our route here. If you believe, they spoke good English. Yes, good English. 2 ladies, 1 man. So why are you like this? I was asking the question.
Why did you want to talk to the deranged person in the first place?
No, we were doing a report. It was a report.
Okay, I understand now.
So the reporter that I, said should, go and cover that story. I said, okay, don't worry, let's go together. And I went with the lady. She was afraid. I said, no problem. And we saw one there, just behind us here. And I just moved close. Hello, Mama. Good morning. How are you? She said, fine. What is happening? What are you doing here? She said it was the economic situation of the country. That's what she told me. In English. I moved down. I saw another one. The same thing. He was just walking. Another one on the bridge towards Akobo. The same thing, speaking good English.
So the economic situation has actually hit hard on some people and pushed them, and many more people, if we are not careful, will be joining that league in the months ahead and in the times ahead. But now, but because a very vast majority of us, we are still able to get by, and we cannot really understand. Okay, we say things are hard, but we don't believe that things are that hard for you to be out there on the street homeless and without anything. But that is the reality. Yes. So sometimes when we see these things, we tend to believe that, oh, they must be criminals. If they are not mad, then they must be criminals. That's why I said that we should tread softly. Sometimes people met out jungle justice to this kind of people.
Yes.
They will accuse them of all sorts of things, and then before you know it, an arithmetic sets them ablaze. They are killed in the most gruesome manner. Let's be very careful. And I do not even support, even if anyone is guilty, I do not support jungle justice for reasons such as this.
Yes. This one, it concerns everybody here now. Talking about cooking gas. Yesterday, day before yesterday, I had that cooking gas hit about 1,500 naira per kg. Now, the price of the liquefied petroleum gas, that is a cooking gas like we all know it, is inching closer to 2,000 naira per kilogram in different locations as Muslims prepare for the 2026 Eid al-Kabir celebrations. What I'm trying to say here is that is it because of the celebrations that the cooking gas is becoming the prices is becoming higher? I don't know.
Or it's because of Iran and Iraq.
Or straight up for Mosul.
Pardon me, the US and Iraq.
And Iran.
Or Israel and Lebanon.
Because I don't understand, why is the price coming up? It is our own people, we don't trust ourselves. Yes.
Well, if you ask the gas merchants too, they will have something to say.
Actually, we did a report about this yesterday, but I'm not sure. Maybe we used it. We actually saw met the president of the gas all those associations and all those. But well, we will see. But I don't know why is gas going to 2,000 naira. It from 1,300 or 1,200 to 1,500 to 2,000 kilo day.
Meanwhile, I hope the attention of the Borno state government has been drawn to this, and they will be doing the needful. Borno pilgrims stranded in Mina without tents Some pilgrims from Borno State participating in the 2026 Hajj were left stranded in Mina without tent accommodation, forcing many to sleep in open spaces under harsh weather conditions, following alleged poor arrangements by the State Hajj Committee and the Hajj Commission. The affected pilgrims said they faced severe hardship after arriving in Mina and discovering inadequate tent spaces, with many elderly persons and women among those affected. Now, Mina, a key site for Hajj rites, host millions of pilgrims annually, requiring careful planning and logistics to ensure safety and welfare. The Borno State Governor Babangana Zulum had earlier provided enabling conditions for a smooth 2026 Hajj operation, including adequate logistics and funding, and had also warned the committee to discharge its duties with the fear of God to ensure pilgrims have a favorable Hajj experience. So what happened to the governor's directives? Who flouted the governor's directives? Well, like I said, I hope his attention has been drawn to this, and the needful will be done. And meanwhile, the 2026 Hajj has reached its peak as Nigerian pilgrims orders converge on Mount Arafat today. And of course, that as the federal government has declared Wednesday, Thursday, public holidays
yes,
to mark Eid al-Kabir celebrations.
Well, this one says Nigeria's GDP growth rate slows to 3.89%. That is according to the Nigeria Bureau of Statistics. Yeah.
So what that's supposed to mean for the ordinary masses? That's what concerns us, not what it means for the elite and the comfortable. And okay, you want to read something from there?
Yes, Nigeria's economy recorded a slower growth rate of 3.89% in the first quarter of 2026, according to the latest gross domestic product GDP report released on Monday by the National Bureau of Statistics, and the figure represents a decline from the 4.07% growth recorded in the fourth quarter of 2025, although it remained higher than the 3.13% posted in the corresponding period of 2025. That means they are confirming that things are not really too good. It is good for the economy.
Well, the NBS, they actually have a way of stating things as it is, stating the facts as it is, and I do commend them for that. Well, still on insecurity and national security matters, the PDP BOT, International Working Committee of the party, were in Ibadan yesterday, and they came to sympathize with the State government and residents over the Oluyole attacks and the ongoing hostage situation. The party is also demanding for security overall. Well, the Board of Trustees BOT, led by Adolfo Swabara, and National Working Committee NWC, led by Kabiru Tanemu Turaki, they were with Governor Sheikh Makinde in Ibadan yesterday to discuss the security situation in the state. And Sheikh Gumi has been talking, remember. He says, my advocacy for dialogue and rehabilitation of bandits has been distorted. Now, prominent Islamic cleric Sheikh Abubakar Gumi has said his advocacy for dialogue and rehabilitation of bandits has been deliberately distorted by what he described as ethnic interest groups and sensational online content creators. He made the claim during an interaction with some journalists at his residence in Kaduna on Monday, while defending his consistent call for a non-kinetic strategy in tackling insecurity, particularly banditry and insurgency in northern Nigeria. Gumi noted, Nigeria has relied predominantly on military force in the killing of the Boko Haram leader in 2009, yet insecurity has begun to spread across states including Katsina, Zamfara and Niger. This man, it should just shut up, Bimbo, because it's not true that Nigeria has relied majorly on military force. Different states in the northeast, in the troubled areas, have adopted what he actually recommended, and it's not working. It is not working. It has actually escalated the situation. So we are at war, and we must realize that we are at war with these people, and wars are meant to be fought, Bimbo. And it is only when you defeat the forces of evil that you begin to say that you want to sit down are stable with certain elements, and you have to be negotiating from a point of strength. Not that the evil ones, the forces of evil, would dictate every term and condition of your negotiations. So, like I said, Shegun must realize that severally the authorities have adopted what he has recommended, and it has never worked. And he said, if the kinetic approach is not working for 17 years, why don't you change the approach? Why don't you change the methodology? So what he wants now is that, like he said, we should establish a ministry for the bandits that will be taking care of. We should have a minister for banditry affairs.
Now, like you said, those that came to Wabara and his team
that came to Governor
Makinde, they came to discuss. I don't think this is the time for discussion again. It is time for action, not discussion. I was watching the story yesterday. They came to discuss. Well, fine, good one. Commiserating with the real estate government, all in their babali gas and caps, But well, I hope, I know that something positive will come out from the state government and what is happening on ground, what is on ground now.
All right, let's open the phone lines. 070-5555-1985. That's the number to call.
Yes, and the NBA is talking now. He's telling the federal government or your state government to expedite the release of kidnapped victims in Oluyole local government. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Good morning, Mr. Akonjo. Good to have you, sir.
God will bless you, my brother.
Amen.
You are doing wonderful work, and God will reward you.
Amen.
Concerning your abduction, the kidnappers or Savisi bandits have now opened a channel of communication with the government, through which negotiations on redemption prices will take place. At the same time, some people were kidnapped in Kwara State, Nigeria, the giant of Africa. Well, these statements or sayings have become the thing of the past. Nigeria is no more a giant, but an ant, a laughing stock to all African nations. Look at what that young military ruler in Burkina Faso, Captain Ibrahim Traoré, did to the bandits in his country. He clipped their wings technologically, turning the time against them. The hunters have now become the hunted in Ouagadougou, courtesy of a vibrant and a patriotic leader. Does it matter whether he is a military or a civilian leader? In fact, the feat achieved by this man, Captain Ibrahim, is beyond any civilian president. That brings me back to the question: what is the essence of a democratic leader under whose care the citizens are living in hell? While the whole cargoes in Nigeria, calling themselves ministers of defense, are complaining of intellectual terrorists, Ibrahim Traoré is killing the insurgents as you would rats. Like Mr. Tola rightly said, there is no political will from our leaders to deal with the issue of insecurity because they are involved. The government are involved, head to toe. They are involved. They are part of everything. They are the meeting. They are the agenda. They are what moves and what does not move. Good morning.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Akonjo, for sharing your thoughts this morning. 070-5555-1985.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. Oh, hello.
Hello.
Oh, please do well to call us back. We can't hear you. 070-5555-1985. That's not the part of conversation this morning. We have another caller. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. I'm Ayo from Ewo Road.
Good to have you, Mr. Ayo.
It's like the way I see it, people like Igbo and those who have power, they should be able to have gone into that forest without permission. Even if their brother is in the forest, they will be looking for permission. Superpowers don't go for permission. You go and do your job. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. Well, Mr. Ayo from Wood shares your position on Mr. Sunday Igboho. He said that he doesn't have to wait for any permit to just do his job, what he's supposed to do.
Yes. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good
to have you, Mr. Ojo Michael.
Yes, this show grand now about security in this country. And you are already saying that Nigeria is at war. We are at war. Read war. You know, yesterday I said it. I said I'm not the advocate of military rule. And Mr. Kajalwe, I was saying what I like this morning about Ibrahim Traore of Burkina Faso. This young guy is doing well. I'm not saying we should do government in Nigeria, but this government is even worse than Abacha administration. May God rest the soul of Abacha. Because this thing is because even if you want to say it, Kwara State in a normal setting is supposed to be in Southwest, but they are in the North. Rather, yes. What is going on in this country? It's not good at all. They are only about 2027. They are not even about they are not concerned about the life and property of our citizens. They only concerned about 2027. Who knows what we are doing in the next 2 days? God bless my brother. Happy National.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Ojo Michael. 070-5555-1985 080-5500-9850. Those are the numbers to call to be part of conversation this morning on Oluyole 98.5 FM.
I'm still talking security now here. Olubadan charges new district compound heads to collaborate with security agencies. Yes, I think towards the issue of this insecurity in the country and within communities in Nigeria. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, Alaji Lapka from Ilego.
Good to have you, Alaji. Good a while.
Yes, sir. This is security. I just want to ask all the agitation, all the contribution, all the suggestion, who is really listening? Do we have a government? All the brilliant contributions by the public, the way out, and all other things. Who is listening? May God help us in this country.
Amen.
Good morning.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Alaji Lamkam from Iliogu. Then come to think of it, if the Sheikh Gumi thinks his ideas are so brilliant and it's a solution, and how come when he went to Saudi Arabia and the seat of Islam, they turned him away?
Yes,
he was sent so based on his antecedents, based on his views about terrorism and the solutions to terrorism, that was why they turned him away. That was why they said he must not enter their country.
Yes.
So
because they already know him, they did investigations, thorough investigations about him.
Of course they know him, they don't have to investigate. It doesn't hide the fact that it's a sympathizer of terrorists and terrorist elements.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Mr. Abdullah, Mr. Bimbo.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, sir. My name is Abari Fabum. I speak from Ileife.
Good sir.
Now, I just had, I think I overheard Mr. Tola saying that Sunday Igboho is here to seek approval for his news and security outfit.
Yes, that's what he said.
Not at all. There was a video on the internet yesterday. He said they had already taken approval that he is going out now. People will see him going out. And he make one very controversial statement. And I don't think this man has advisor at all. He said Tinubu must go for the second term. That the enemies are the people preventing him from going for the second term. You know, and the man will not get people's sympathy with what he's doing, and he needs people's support for him to do this kind of competitive job. Thank you very much. Have a nice day, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. But what was in the papers today is that the man said he was still trying to seek the government's approval
Yes.
for a security outfit to become operational. And well, I don't know about that post, but then there's a possibility that maybe well, I don't know. I really don't know. Maybe that post was from a different time. I don't know.
Yes, conversation is still on OLUYOLEFM 98.5 in Ibadan. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
God bless you, Mr.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Mr. Tola, you really impressed me with the fact that you stated this morning.
Okay.
It has been very long since Buhari time that time they even suggested it. This going that they're supposed to have when he keep repeating the first cheated and the first this, the first left, the first abandoned. That's why they are being banditry. He said there should be a ministry for them which will address the issue of Fulani and the bandits. If I God bless you, he really has said it already. The only Buhari. See, what people don't know with insecurity in this country is that this not, if not this man Tinubu that was there, this country would have maybe it would have scattered by now. We would have been outright war because the security system, especially during Buhari, has been so compromised. And those are the battles this man Tinubu is fighting. And this man is only having the upper edge because he has suffered for this thing years ago under Abacha. When you bá dẹ̀ ní ohun tí a bá jìyà fún kì í pẹ́ lọ́wọ́, ohun tí a bá fa ṣẹ́gun òun lè pẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ẹni. That is what is helping this man. That bitter experience he's had in the past about this knot is the reason that is having some success now. Those are the secrets people don't know. But at the end, what I know is that he then about say 27 hours after security. See, this life is all about continuity. As far as Nigeria has not been destroyed, continuity will be there. They will be fighting the insecurity, and we have to have a transition now. That should be another 4 years. So that one can stop. God bless you.
All right, thank you. You have spoken well, but at the same time, let's not profile the entire people of northern Nigeria. We all know that what we are going through is the work of a few unpatriotic but powerful elements. The political elites in that region, who may also be collaborating with them, powerful elements who do not love this country from other regions too. So let's not just profile the entire people of northern Nigeria.
Yes, this one, yeah. Fubara's exit from governorship race aligns with peace pact. That is according to Wiki.
But of course.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Our last caller here, quickly.
I am Adimola from Bada.
Good to have you, Mr.
On this cover another thing. It is a time of joy to get togetherness and time of gift. Just to give to people. So the government must reduce the price. They need to reduce the gas prices. I mean, they must make gas available at affordable price. And they must address issues. And on security, the security is increasing, and there is need for increased collaboration among security agencies. And we know that security agencies are performing.
Yes,
and they should continue.
Thank you very much, sir. Check your time now. It's 7:30. We have to go. Thank you very much.
Right, we will be back same time tomorrow morning, God willing. My name is Tola Teriba.
And my name is Bimbo Akombi. Thank you very much for listening. Enjoy your day.
Don't park your car just anywhere.
Look around. Is no sign there?
If there's one that says no parking,
move further down before you stop.
It's no joke, and we're not laughing.
A clean surrounding connotes joy, happiness, delight, and so on. Do not allow the approaching new year to find you in a dirty and unwholesome surrounding. Enter the new year feeling gay.
For a clean environment and good health, stop throwing refuse into streams. Get a drum or dustbin. Throw all your refuse into it.
Wake up. It's choco time. Donna Choco is here with a taste you love. Just open the door and enjoy the chocolatey ride. Donna Choco 3-in-1. Ooh, taste it, love it. Donna Choco 3-in-1. Ooh, I love it.
Introducing the new Dano Choco 3-in-1. It's tasty, creamy, and satisfying. Taste it, love it.
We hear of traffic holdups. We see them every day.
Don't double park.
Don't triple park.
You'll just be in the way.
Obey the traffic regulations. Don't make mistaken calculations.
Stop traffic holdups.
No go slow today.
Àmì òjijì rédíò tí ó láfiwé Oluyole FM àwa ni bàbá.
Ojúmọ́ tí mọ́ o mo wá ṣèbà akọ́dá ayé o. Olùjí mi lọ́rọ̀ mi orí mi àṣẹ. Ojúmọ́ ire mọ́ mi lónìí mojúbà ẹni tó ṣẹ̀dá ọjọ́. Ìgbà oṣù máa ń rẹ̀ bí àtiwọ̀ a ó tètè mọ̀ ojúmọ́ fẹ́ mọ́.
Ojúmọ́ ire mọ́ mi lónìí mo wá ṣèbà akọ́dá ayé o. Òjò ìtura rọ̀ sí rẹ̀tẹ̀ ilẹ̀ tó mọ́ ojúmọ́ ire ni o ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ṣàpẹ̀rọ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ṣàpẹ̀rọ̀ rẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ ó ti gbọ́ ó ti sọ tó ń gbé mi lọ́kàn ti rí fún mi mo fẹ́ ọ̀rọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ dá mi sọ kò sẹ́ni lè yí padà lọ́sà ẹ̀dá tó lè yọ bọ́ọ̀lù sọ àṣẹ tí mo ẹlẹ́dà kò lè gbàgbé láéláé ẹlẹ́dà kò lè gbàgbé. Ọ̀rọ̀ tẹ́dọ̀ mi sàn lálẹ́ ewu inú ẹ̀ pọ̀ kó máa ló ń kà ó. Ìgbà òkùnkùn bá ṣubú lẹ̀rọ ta mi yọ ààbò ẹlẹ́dà ṣòun ló ń ṣọ́ni.
Mo dúpẹ́ òwe lọ́jọ́ òní tó bá dọ̀la máa rí òmíràn ká o. Ènìyàn tó kọ̀ tí ò dúpẹ́ òní bí ọlọ́ṣà ó ní lẹ́rù lọ́ní.
Òjò ìbùkún yóò sì rọ̀ ìlérí ìfẹ́ lèyí o.